Hello.
Good evening. How we doing?
Hang on, I've just got to mute. Oh, you're sorry, you're not on YouTube yet. Oh, who's that lurking in the background? Lurker!
That'd be Tracy.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
How we
That's,
doing?
What are you doing?
that's Sid.
Sid. You see Sid?
Okay.
I got introduced to Sid today. He's a lovely little Sid.
Okay.
Right.
Sid's normally a spider.
Sid's normally a spider, but in this case, he's a deer elope thing.
A deer elope. Is that even a thing?
A deer elope, yeah.
Very low.
I can't make my mind up if he's a deer or an antelope, so he's a deer elope.
A deer elope.
Deer
Oh, deer elope.
Oh, dear elope. Yeah, so have you been sat up there all afternoon since I've left you?
No, we've not long got up here.
Oh, all right, cool.
I've been playing with
I
that director. I'm getting the hang of it.
You are. Excellent.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Slowly.
But hang on, let me just see if I can open this up, do this, press this. Don't know if anybody else is watching at the moment, but share screen.
Only up the pub for an hour or so.
Yeah.
And then I'm going back indoors.
Here we go. Hopefully, does that work? Yeah, there we are.
Hey.
And we've got that one. Hang on. Oh, what are you doing, Simon? I don't know. I'll give up. Oh, there's that one. Thumbs up, Cheryl. And there we go. I've got to say, it's a lovely little bar.
It's a cracking little pub. That's me pub.
It is. Hello, Simon Brackett. How you doing, mate? But yeah, so we're on slightly earlier than normal. Hang on, let's remove that. RevBomb is doing his live stream later, isn't he?
Apparently, it's a mechanic's leaving do.
A mechanic's leaving do. Oh, RevBomb's leaving?
My pride and joy.
Yes, it is. A very lovely pub. Very nice. Very nice. Nicely put together.
Yeah, I'll come and see it one day.
Yeah. Tracy's going to come and see it one day, and we're going to take you up on that offer earlier. And if you look up there, just above the bar, next to the pump there, you can't see it there. Gentleman Jack.
Oh, lovely.
Yep, you got our attention. And he's got Tennessee Fire as well.
Oh, well, yeah. Even better.
That's it. You got our attention now.
It'll either kill the pleurisy or cure it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Tracy went to the doctors today, and she's now got pleurisy. So.
Oh, bloody hell. It's one thing after another, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, he's.
It's because of COVID.
Yeah, because
Who is it?
after effect of COVID. Yeah.
Yep.
See, Michelle had the rash.
But it's because it's weakened it all and everything else, and I've already got asthma. They've diagnosed me with asthma, so it's just aggravated. And hey, shit happens.
Yeah.
COVID stuff.
But bless her, absolutely bless her. Anyway,
You had a mishap.
so if she gets any worse and she gets anything else wrong with her, I'm trading her in for a younger model.
No, don't want to do that. Not younger one. Get one that's similar age, but with a better warranty.
Yeah, mine's well expired.
Yeah, her warranty ran out years ago. I think it was X amount of years or mileage, and I ran the mileage up.
Running the mileage up is all right. It's running it into the ground that's the problem.
I don't know. She had plenty of oil changes. Okay, what's Simon? Only Simon talking. There's about 10 people watching. Simon's had a bit of a mishap with his CBF 600. He's hit a brick doing 60 following a car. Oh dear. Yep, that'll do it. You managed to stay on the bike. That's pretty impressive at 60 hitting a brick. But But yeah, that's pretty impressive. But that's pretty bad news. So that's going to be 2 new wheels for that one, I think, at least. CBF 600. That's not spoked wheels. That's cast, isn't it?
That's for posh bikes.
Yes, CBF 600.
To be fair, if you hit it with a spoked wheel, which are usually steel rimmed, it'll probably be all right. Unfortunately, with an alloy, it's going to bend.
Yeah.
Boo.
Absolutely. Hello, Boo Rider. Hello, Boo. How you doing, mate? He won't jump on. He's too scared.
The price way he rides.
Oh, does he do it like me with his eyes shut? Because I'm worried. Yeah, if I can't see, it can't hurt me.
Yeah, he does. I don't know whether he's riding who. Sometimes because he looks like his bikes. I don't know whether the bike's riding him or he's riding the bike.
It could be a bit of both, couldn't it?
I'm going to go and sit down.
All right, then. No. I'll give you a shout when I want another coffee. All right.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
Bless her, really suffering again. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got to get a fitter woman.
Kill you.
But no, that was a lovely ride out today, weren't it?
Yeah, lovely and wet. My bike needs a wash, Simon. You need to wash it.
There's something about me and your bike that your bike gets filthy every time without fail. I really don't know how we manage that. Let's get this link. See if we can get some more people. Anybody else want to join us? I'll stick the link up again in a minute. I don't know who's watching. I see Hells has just put
he put a video up.
He's a bike week, isn't he? In Daytona.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he did put a little video up.
Right, hang on, let's have a look. Took it to the garage today. He said it's damaged under 3 mil. It'll pass. Put a gauge on the front wheel. It's 2.6. Wow, that's borderline, isn't it? Really, I'd probably want new rims myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't chance it.
But I mean, that's off to you, Simon. If you manage to stay on it at 60 after hitting something like a brick in the road, that's
Yes, Boo. Do you want to have a quick look? It's my cave. It's my little retreat.
That's the dog's dangles.
Yeah.
Man cave. It's not a man cave. It's a pub.
My pub.
Crazy Dad. Good evening, Crazy Dad.
Evening.
So I'll put the link up if anybody wants to jump on. Feel free. Otherwise, you just got to listen to me and Andy talking bollocks for the next couple of hours.
Yeah, we're talking all afternoon trying to get shit to work.
We have, haven't we? And look who it is. It's Burning Gas. Hello. Apparently, I think he's on his way home now. I do believe. I saw something.
So he's had a
yeah, I believe he's on his way. So good evening. All right, Gareth, you want to give us an update? I'm going to stick this in there again because I can. He is on his way home.
Got to get Sid in
I
the
don't know
shop.
if you can jump on and have a quick chat with us, Gareth, on your way home. We're looking forward to seeing you. We've missed you for the last month or whatever it is you've been away. Yeah, airy moment. Going to replace the front wheel, £70 on eBay with a tyre. Wow, that's bad. You're in the airport lounge. Oh dear. Oh dear. All masked up and on your phone.
Yeah, don't tell the wife. Don't tell the wife. I keep.
I say, who else you got in there with you? Because apparently there's a lady in there. I can only see Shell.
I can't see one.
Yeah, she'll wait until we're together and she'll batter both of us. You know she will. Hang on. What would you recommend for your first bike? I'm looking at YZR 125, GSX R125.
I'd recommend anything you feel comfortable on that you legally can ride.
Yeah.
Go out.
Yeah. Right, hang on. Before we go any further, this Works dude is really, really exciting. RevBomb's on because he's here.
Oh, okay. Evening, boys. Very, very quick one. We're in the pub at the moment, so Taylor
No, you're not in a pub. You're in Witherspoons. Good evening.
Taylor's last day at work. Phil's with me. Tony, our paint spray. I shall be on at 9 o'clock, boys. But quick one, just to pop in and say hi to everybody. We'll see you at 9 o'clock in the stream.
Yeah, see you at 9, Rev.
Cheers,
Take
boys.
care, buddy.
See you soon.
Cheers.
Oh, he's going to be.
And there he goes. He just wanted to plug his live stream at 9 o'clock. That's all he wanted to do.
You should charge it. You want royalties for that?
No, I do. I want another few thousand subscribers for that.
We'll go to bed.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, 125. Yeah, as like Andy said, anything you are comfortable with, anything you're happy to sit on, basically, CBR, YBR, YZFR, yeah, whichever one you're comfortable with, you go get that, and whichever one you can afford. And most bike dealers, they don't like giving test rides out if you've only got a CVT. So take someone with a full license with you, and they can test ride it for you if you want. Doing Exeter Rider evening. She's forcing me to do some wallpapering in a minute. Who does wallpapering on a Friday night after 7 o'clock?
The paste has gone off, and you've got to give it at least 4 hours to sort out.
That's a Sunday afternoon before I'm getting ready to go to work job. Throw it up, get it out of the way. Now, come on, Ferrero first bike.
That's a heavy old lump of a bike. It's a big bike.
They are. They look bigger than the 125 though when you see them, don't they?
Yeah. But they're a heavy bike, so don't expect to do breakneck speeds on it.
No. Oh, boo. My birthday last weekend was absolutely fantastic, which is why you didn't see me Sunday, because I was nursing the birthday hangover.
And he didn't break any ribs.
I didn't break any ribs this time, so that was a I'm not sure or not. I think they made me sleep downstairs. I can't remember, but I did have my brandy, and I did have my brandy coffee, and I did have my brandy. Oh yeah, and I followed that up with a brandy chaser. So yeah, it was a very nice meal out at the local Rose of India in Bletchley, and the guys down there always look after me as well. So yeah, thanks to them, and I had a lovely meal, and it was brilliant. And I finally recovered about Thursday, so I was feeling better yesterday. God, Sinis. You never heard of a Sinis, Greg? Yeah, they're out there. Sinis Terrain, 125. I think Sinis Sinis Terrain, don't they do a 350 or something now as well that Exeter was on a little while ago?
Done a couple of excellent videos on the Sinis.
Yeah, and well, he is a dustman, isn't he? Oh no, second-hand car salesman. There you go. So it's close.
Second-hand car salesman.
Yeah, he's enjoyed his Verado. He's the best bike to learn on. Loved his big bike. So there you go.
The thing is, Chinese bikes have come on a lot.
Yeah.
They're bigger in the market now, Chinese bikes, than any other model, any other make.
Mm-hmm.
And only in the market for a 125 that's going to let you ride around for 6 months to a year while you're getting ready for your big bike test. You won't go wrong. For the money, you won't go wrong. Don't go and spend $4,000 on a Yamaha. Go out and spend 1,500 quid on a Sinis or a Lex Moto. It will do you grand for the next 6 to 12 months while you're learning to ride.
That's it. If you're going to progress, that's probably one of the best bikes to get. If you're going to progress, because you're not going to keep it long, and it keeps you cheap. When they first came out many years ago, they used to go orange and rust because they were bought by people that couldn't really look after bikes, so they didn't look after them because they were cheap.
But like I said, if you want it to last a few years, then maybe go for something different, or really look after your next motor. Keep it put away, keep it maintained. It won't go wrong.
Yeah. Crazy Dad Bike has never had any serious issues with his LXR. No, I think he bought that one from RevBomb. So yeah, Rev would have made sure it was all run and tested and everything else first.
Yeah, have a word with the second-hand car salesman. He'll sort you out.
Yeah, have a word with the second-hand car salesman. It'll sort you out. Burning gas. It's a tall bike. Are you talking about the Veredo thing? Because I know that is a tall bike. Because it is quite a. It's a very big bike. The first time I saw one, I didn't believe it was a 125 because it had 2 pistons.
A lot of 125s out there now. Like you have to look twice. If you don't see an L plate, you have to look twice. Think, what's that?
Yeah.
There's a lot of bikes like that out there now.
Yeah. He used one a while ago. There you go. But he didn't buy it from RevBomb. He bought it privately. I'm sorry, Crazy. I thought you bought it off Rev. So.
How did that drone footage come out you done earlier?
Do you know what? I've put it on the computer and I've done absolutely sod all with it. But I did get some good footage, I know, on the way back from where we were. And I've decided to call that hitting the twisties with the tractor. And I'm going to put that one up. So we can get a shot of your ass for about 30 minutes.
It was more like eating the twisties with someone that don't like his tyres in the wet, and it was fucking around with his screen because he couldn't see fuck all the way home.
No. Let's call it what it was, Andy. You was riding like a girl. Come on, let's call it what it was.
Before we went out, I'm going to ride like a girl.
Yeah, I did as well. I've got to admit it. I did because I didn't like my front tyre until I warmed it up.
It was just a horrible drizzle. And every bit of shit that could be on the road was on the road. And it was always in the line you wanted to take or the line you're comfortable in taking.
Yeah.
But I've got to sort my pin lock. Oh, that ghost camera's turning up tomorrow. Well done.
Tomorrow. Well done. Well done, the boys. Yeah, it ain't here yet, though, is it? So.
From the door, and he gives it to me. I'm going to go, I shall tell Simon.
Tony probably knows me.
He'd probably throw the camera at me as soon as I say that.
He said, "Oh, what? So, I know. So, yeah, you didn't get this."
Yeah. He'll drop it on the floor and stand on it.
Yeah. Howie's dead right on that one. Best 360 camera. I've got the Insta 361.
That's my next investment. It's maybe Christmas.
Yeah. He's got the Insta31 X2. And why do you want a 360 camera? I've got to ask that as well because I've got one. I always wanted one, and I got one. And it's a pain in the ass when you want to edit the footage because I've got to edit the footage, then save that, and then you can edit it to upload it. If you see what I mean, you've got to render it all and do everything else and change all the views and everything else with it before then you can put it into your Power Director 365 with your other video and edit it all. It is a real ball ache. It is a real ball ache. But yeah, I've always wanted one. I've got one, and I don't know why I hardly use it now. But there you go. Yeah.
Me and Boo Rider did notice Crazy Dad Biker's chain. And seen about as much oil as an Arabian frigging desert.
Oh wow! Red Brussels chain. Wow. Not anymore.
Earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
With water.
Yeah, I got while we was when we met up with Darren, I got him to fit a new chain and sprocket to my bike. So.
It goes faster now and weighs about 400 lighter.
Yeah. Yeah, the 360 cameras, they do capture everything around you, but at the same time, pain in the arse editing. You do get some good footage of them. When I've used them, and we did the Super Sausage run, and I had you, RevBomb, Boo Rider going past me, and Steve, it was good to see that it tracks you back and forward, and you get some really good footage of that. But the thing is, each one of them clips has took me about 25 minutes to do.
Yeah, I know RevBomb had his on last Sunday, but he ain't put no footage up yet. He said he was still editing it.
Yeah, the editing the 360 footage takes forever.
It works.
But, hang on.
Put up
Howie wants. If Howie wants to jump in. Give it that. Not anymore. Rider. Hey, Crazy Dad Biker. It's had a new chain and sprocket, so it's not red and orange yet. There you go.
No, a couple of weeks.
Well, most was it? I used to say the kids on their little 125s sometimes they've got an orange sprocket and chain, and sometimes it's going orange. And now we've got a child that lubes his chain 3 times a week, and he doesn't really need to, so I give up. There's just no balance there. So.
Take it to Darren. He loves cleaning chains and explaining to people about how to clean them and oil them. And
Yeah. Well, that's what you pay a mechanic for, isn't it?
Do it for nothing.
Howie 702. I'm retired. I've got all the time in to edit the 360 files. Yeah, but they do take a long time. I can't often get the time. I mean, been out for a ride today, and I've got 2 little videos I can do, and I've got as far as uploading the footage onto my camera. But anyway, speaking of the man himself, here he is. It's Mr. Howie. Yay, Mr. Panama.
Hello, chaps. How you doing?
You're just missing the cigar.
I'm not calling it Rick and off.
I've got a screwdriver I could smoke. Oh, yeah.
Is that a problem doing your to see me?
How's everybody doing? You all right? I'm suffering a bit. I'm coming down. I don't think it's COVID, but I'm just coming down with some horrible sort of eye-watery.
You didn't catch it off Simon last week, did you? He's been ill.
He probably tried to read on me.
I had a dying rotten flu cold before my birthday, didn't I? And then since my birthday, I've been recovering from
Brandy poison.
Brandy.
Brandy poisoning is a rather rare disease.
Yeah. I funnily enough, I get it once every 365 days.
It happens when it hits you. You know about it, don't you? But you kind of like leave yourself open to it, hanging frequenting pubs and clubs and that sort of.
What is yeah, sorry to say something. I've got no brandy up the pub here. I've got probably 15 different varieties of vodka, gin, and Dead Man. I've got 9 varieties of Dead Man's Finger, but no bloody brandy.
And you wonder why I didn't stop and have a drink.
I'm definitely not stocking any now.
It don't matter. It's still not going to stop me coming down now because Tracy's spied you've got Gentleman Jack, so that's it. She's going to make sure she comes down.
Yeah, I've got Gentleman Jack and I've got and honey and standard and yeah, shitloads. Too much really. Oops. Like I said to the missus, it only costs 15 quid to build the bar and £10 to stock it.
And she believed you.
What did it take to build your shed? I mean, your bar. was it a shed before you started, Andy?
When we bought it, we bought a summer house.
Right.
It was 10 by 12, something like that. No, 12, 14 by 12. We 50mm installation. Obviously, it's got heating, air conditioning unit. 50mm installation, and then it's cladded over. So yeah, it's quite cozy.
And you can always walk home if you get absolutely blathered, can't you?
That's the only thing.
No, he calls a taxi.
Use the tractor.
You can ride your bike home.
Yeah, I just use the tractor. That's down the other cave. That's in my other man cave.
All right. Okay. I'd have the bike in there as part of a sort of like centerpiece. You can always sit on it while you're having a drink.
Yeah, my man cave's all right. For the bike, it's got 3. What have I got in there? 3 bikes, so.
Yeah, 3 bikes.
One always gets a load of clutter added to it because she says to me, "This needs to go out in the garage." So you think, well, where the hell am I going to put it? And everything is around the size. It's starting to encroach on the bike. You know, it's starting to close in on it. So I'm going to have to sort of pull out some stops and get a trip to the dump or something like that in the next couple of weeks.
He's drinking Malibu and Coke. She has work tomorrow.
Malibu and Coke. Look at that.
I'm on the Godfathers, but no, it's nice. It's nice and cozy.
It is. I'll tell you, it's very nice. I could very much see myself spending an evening up there and not being able to go anywhere after I've finished.
Our little escape. There. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to talk about that portable loo you're going to have to install because I'm old.
Well, men are all right. It's the ladies that have to trundle to the house and avoid the fire. Otherwise,
That's fine. I don't mind having a shit under your edge. But...
if you want to look around the garden and have a look at my cave and the bar and what we've done over the last 2 years, there's a video on my channel. I think it's listed as I'm green fingered too, and it's literally a 2-minute walk round as I walk around my garden in the summer and walk back up here. Yeah. But we had something to do during COVID, so we done the garden.
Yeah.
And built a pub. And got extremely
I think the first time I ever came round to your place, you had your Versys in the garden under that canopy shed, and that was it. That was pretty much all you had in your garden.
We had probably an 8-foot patio, bike tent on it, and under the bike tent I had the Versys. My boy's bike was sort of stuck halfway up the garden path near the smaller shed. Yeah. So yeah, in 3 years we completely redesigned the whole place and ripped it all up. We've got 70 square meters of paving now and all sorts. Yeah. It's always the last thing to do. Garden, do your house, and then you get round to the garden eventually, don't you?
Well, yeah, you get the house how you want it, and then you start working on the garden. But as you know, I had a little
down
setback in my garden about 18 months ago. I'm still recovering. So.
Actually, I've been to do lots of hooters, and yeah, I was on about putting a pole in here, but I've seen the mess snails make, so I thought I better not.
And let's face it, Michelle would only land on her head, wouldn't she? Just doink.
I'm not only that, I think if I put a pole in here after several drinks, we'll all walk into the fucker.
Or if I come for a drink, you'll have to make the pole into a U fashion so I can use it as a walking frame, I think.
I guarantee you, if you put a pole in a pub, the first person to use it will be a bloke.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the rest of everybody else will be out with their phones, taking a video of him making an ass of himself.
Yeah, and they'll get 20,000 views for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Get an invite to the to one of the barbecues. I tend to host some barbecues.
Yeah.
We have between 70 and 80 people turn up usually.
Usually, yeah.
Get rather messy, but yeah, no, it's a good evening. Get an invite.
Well, drain that fucking lawn first.
That soon dries. Seriously, 2 days that dries out.
Yeah, no.
I
stopped at the roundabout at the bottom of Galley Hill, and I put my foot down. And when I moved away, I looked and I left a muddy footprint behind.
That go with the ones you left all up my stairs.
Yeah, that'd be the ones. Yeah.
I'm just going to nip off and make myself a brew. Hold on.
Right, yeah, mate.
It's Friday night. We don't
Friday
brew.
Night.
You booze. I've got to get up and get a drink in a minute, and it's
all the way over there. Yeah. How are you going to cope? Shell, you make sure you don't get lost. Leave a trail of breadcrumbs so you can find your way back.
Trail of alcohol.
Trail of alcohol. Is he still pissing himself? Is he as he walks?
I can't help it. It's my age. I drink so much and it just dribbles.
That's why the tree's wonky. Waters it a lot.
Hang on. There we go. Let's just put a little banner up.
Oh, I see. Plug. Greedy git.
Hang on.
Don't worry about Simon's channel. It's poo. Subscribe to my channel. It's even worse. What happened to Tracy? Where's she gone? She
had to go sit down. Because she's her chest was hurting. So.
Oh, bless. I hope she gets better soon.
I hope she gets better soon as well. I can't keep doing all the housework myself.
Also, I reckon she's playing them. This is an excuse.
Look, it's the world's smallest violin. Look.
I'll tell you what, right? My one ain't doing nothing in a minute. I'll send her around tomorrow. She'll give you, she can do all the menial tasks.
Excellent. I've got 2 weeks worth of ironing that's still waiting. So.
Do with that, don't you? Find a steamroller. Don't do whining.
Crazy Dad hang on, missed him. Crazy Dad needs his big bike first. What big bike are you after, Crazy Dad? Come on. Wouldn't it be good if Rev came on later, piss us apart? He's going to be pissed us apart when he comes on at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
You know,
going off.
he's going to have had his 2 pints, and you know he's going to be 3 sheets for the win.
Yeah.
And I'll have to go on his channel, piss us apart, and see if I can get him a ban or a strike or something.
It's apart, isn't it? I mean, this is really weird being on your channel first, because usually you're on your channel last, and me and Lockwood are watching you fall asleep.
Well, yeah, see, I mean, unfortunately, you're going to have to watch me stay awake now, see if I'm any more interested. Oh my God, did she get up and get you a drink then? She didn't get you a drink. She got up and didn't get you a drink. How
I
rude.
was putting it on the bar, so I didn't knock it over.
You're mine. She ain't got to take the lid off. They're all on bloody optics. She's only got a push. Make it easy for them, and they, I don't know.
Shut up.
MT10's nice bike, wheeling machine, very short wheelbase.
You're going to be like MT Tank. You're going to ride around with the babies as well, and stabilizers.
If you get an MT10, you've got to wear a little short vest, white vest that's too small from you from Mothercare. Ghost Eagle, how you doing, my brother? Nice to see you. Here he is. He's back.
Back again.
He's back again, and he shut the door behind him this time, so he can't see his missus keep walking backwards and forwards.
Cadbury's cream egg and a GTX, a cup of oil.
Cup of oil and a cream egg.
Oh, well, that can't be bad.
What does Howie run on? Oil and cream egg.
Bliss, mate. Bliss.
I've
Not
run out of
piss, piss.
bloody price for pork scratches. Can't be nice.
Pork
Amazon
scratchings.
jobby.
I hate pork scratchings now. They were my downfall.
You can get all sorts of stuff now on pub cards. You can get like cheese and biscuits and pickle and all sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morrison's.
Now you get one like like you get the scampy fries on a card. You can get the same
Yeah.
things now with biscuits and all sorts.
Do you know, I haven't had anything from a pub for absolutely years. You know, you used to go get yourself a packet of planters and a pint of whatever it was.
That's it.
I used to have that. I mean, packet of number 6 by the side with me later. The whole thing was all set out, all ready for,
All ready for the next shout you had to go out on, yeah.
Ready for the next, yeah. I'll tell you a story about a hospital I used to work at when I was in the Navy, down in Plymouth, Royal Naval Hospital, Stonehouse. We found out that the pagers, when we were on call, actually used to reach to the pub that was by the main gate. So you'd be on a duty, you could go down to the pub, because in the Navy you're allowed to drink whilst you're on duty, to a little bit, not get intoxicated, and still be able to hear the pager when you need to come back up to
deterrence on a submarine.
What? On a submarine? Now this is a land-based hospital. You don't have hospital submarines.
Who's to push the button? Now we going, cheers!
Defending the country for you lads. We were
defending the country from all them French fishermen.
Yeah, we was making them, catching our mackerel, swines. Catching our mackerel and eating our salmon.
Yeah.
Having our women.
Refusing our land, but we had to have their letters. Yeah, I know.
Well, bloody apples were crap, weren't they? Are we allowed to swear yet? Was it not? No.
Not really, but
Okay.
You go ahead and swear if you want. I really don't give a shit. So
oh.
There you go.
You want an empty tank on here? That'll
Yeah, but that's pornography, isn't it? I mean, a man in the baby grow. I mean, I'm sure there's rules against that.
What shall I wear tonight? I'll tell you what. I'll wear my vest.
Yeah. No. I want the really tight, small one.
I don't bother buying me a new one. This one I've had since the age of 7's worked out for me perfectly fine all these years.
What are you munching on? A Cadbury's cream egg?
Yeah.
Now, how do you eat your Cadbury's cream egg? Do you bite the end off, then lick the middle out, Or do you bite the end off and then nibble the chocolate and lick as you go?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, talking to the devil.
Oh, hello.
Good evening, Brandon.
Brandon. Mm. Hello.
Well, I
You're taking the dog out? Okay. Just been messaged.
Ooh.
You're
Actually, I
not
have as
supposed to
well.
be Cadbury's cream eggs.
How do you eat yours? Lick the middle out. She got all excited for a minute.
Came up and said, "Oh, what, on camera again?"
It's not.
Not that type of channel, is it?
Oh, it's very lovely.
People will tune in and think they found Pornhub, wouldn't they?
No, two of the four, but
Oh,
two of the just gone out and you'll have to open the box. It's all right. I've got the barmaid at it.
oh.
Oh, look at that. Poetry in motion.
Perfect, hey?
Yeah. Now, what I want to know is, does your barmaid get her tits out?
No.
She does, but you couldn't see them over the bar because they're too low.
Will RevBomb turn up absolutely
Unfettered, they drop a bit, you know what I mean?
gazeboed later on, do you think, after he's been to this leaving do? Or
Oh, I don't know. Apparently, he's doing his live stream at 9 o'clock instead of 8. So I said to Andy today, I said, you know what, I might jump on a couple of hours earlier, because knowing RevBomb, if he has a drink, he goes on. He says, yeah, I'll be off at 10, and then at 11:30 he's still on, and you're still talking to him, because that happened the other week. So I said to Andy, I said, you know what, I'll come on early, get everybody warmed up.
You don't go off to the back.
You're basically the warm-up act then for tonight. Then.
I'm the warm-up act tonight instead of Rev. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally Rev's the warm-up act, and I'm the main event until I fall asleep. But
Oh, damn delicious. I'm just going to do a video of me eating things, I think.
absolutely enjoyed that, haven't you, Howie? I can see that.
Oh, no. I did a video about 18 months ago. I did a video 18 months ago. It says, man has a cup of tea and eats bacon sandwich while I was watching the MotoGP. I think it got something like about 53 views or something like that. Now, why would anyone want to watch me eat a bacon butty whilst I'm watching Moto3?
Perhaps man, bacon, butty, they got confused and you attracted the wrong sort of audience. I don't know.
Do you think it was clickbait when it said MotoGP,
yeah,
Rossi, all those names?
70 views of him setting up steam yard with his missus.
Oh, I was entertained. Nothing. It was such a suspension movie because nothing really happened for the first
30 minutes. Yeah,
and then shit hit the fan.
Yeah,
I think Simon was pleading for his life at one point when he got someone making some sort of excuse.
It's called frustration. It's called frustration. Now, last week's live stream, Tracy caught a bit of it on one of the interludes from the O2, and she was with my mum down there watching UB40, and she said, "Wouldn't it be great if I can get on live stream and say, hey guys, look where I am. I'm down the O2, blah blah blah." But she had trouble getting on. She couldn't get online to join us. It kept her phone kept asking for this, that, and the other, and she had no idea. So when she got home, she said, "Right, how do I do it? Here's my phone. How do I do it?" So I set it all up for her, and I said, "Right, when it goes live, you need to do this, this, and this." So I set it all to go live, and I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "Have you done it? Done what? Have you pressed the button? What button?" And you could hear this low thudding noise, which is my head against the wall. That button. So we pressed the button, and all of a sudden it all started up. I goes, "There you go," and that's how it starts. And here's the comments and everything else. So my camera and equipment and everything was off. It was just so she could do it. And yeah, I did it as a test, and it's had so many views. I'm like, I'm leaving it then. Sod it.
Yeah, why not? It all affects the algorithm of the YouTube, doesn't it?
Oh, algorithms and yeah, can get me started. Crikey.
Who gives a monkey's food?
I don't give a rat's about them.
Same as. I mean, when I started this channel up and I maintained it, I said it ages ago, I never said I'm going to make a YouTube channel to make money.
Yeah.
I just
But you
bought
can
a
tell.
microphone from my camera one day, did a video, uploaded it, and got people watching it. I thought, oh, that's good. And then that's more the addictive side of it, is getting people to watch your stuff. Or when you're out, somebody recognises your bike or because it's got a name on it. Oh, I've watched your video when this happened. And of course, I put bell end videos up and dickhead videos and things, people doing stupid things in cars. And people love them. So, yeah.
I was the bell end. Was that me?
Yeah, I was in the BMW that cut you up. Nice one, yeah, twat.
You video of me in a roundabout, aren't you? Put it out on you. Sorry, mate.
Oh well.
I didn't see you, mate. Are you all right?
It's on at 9 o'clock. This is Simon's prequel. Because we thought we're not waiting till 9 o'clock. Stuff him. We're coming on early.
We're going to come on early. We're going to get our bit done, and then
we're a breakaway channel. We're a breakaway channel. We're gonna
the Star Channel. Mind you, if I start drinking now, by the time I get on the RevBomb's channel, it's going to be fucking blue, isn't it? Yeah.
I hope you've got your playlist set up for getting demonetized and
he cringes every time you do it.
Yeah.
He does, doesn't he? Good evening, Zed. How are we doing, buddy? Nice to see you.
Zed. All right, mate.
There we are. Lex Motor's my first choice. Would I be silly to buy one brand new without sitting on it?
It's a bit like a woman, mate. Would you ride that without trying it?
Well, would you marry it without testing it? Yeah.
Go to a church, get married without actually trying it before you buy it.
That's after getting into bikes is actually getting on the bike and having a go on it, sitting on it, saying this is nice. You know, you might have your desire bike or your ideal bike when you've passed your test, but let's face it, a 125 is something you're going to get a shot of as quickly as possible. So get something that's going to be reliable, safe, easy going, not the fastest thing you can on the road, just by something that you're capable of riding around on and learning your craft, as it were. And then once you've got past that stage, start looking at something a little bit more sort of unique or faster or more what your desire is, you know?
Fucked around.
Yeah, I mean,
these Chinese bikes, I think, oh, I can tweak this, I can tweak that, I can do this. And you're just going to bugger them up.
I mean, years ago, we used to get on a 50cc. You turned 17, and you wanted to get shot of the thing as quickly as possible. Get on a 250.
I mean, I remember the MT5, when I had that, and the first thing you do is you change your reeds, you put a 75 bore kit on it, and you muck around with them. But the Hondas, they were bulletproof. You could do that. You can do them with the Lex Motos, but they're just going to go bang on you.
I would say Yamaha or a Honda was probably your best bet of a 125, even a Suzuki 125. One of the big Japanese ones. That's just going to last you. But the thing is, you won't get a resale value on it. You know, if you buy something, I don't know what the Sinus or Lex Moto are like once you've had them a while. Do they retain their value or not? I don't know.
I have no idea. You need to speak to the second-hand car salesman for that.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well buy one. Have it for a little while whilst you do your mod 2 and then bin it, you know.
That's why I think if you're getting a 125 purely to get experience behind you while you're doing your DAS and getting ready for your big bike, I don't see the point of spending four grand like your son. You know what I mean, Simon? Spending $4,000 on a bike that you're going to get rid of and it's going to depreciate and you're not going to get your money back on. You know, if you spend $4,000 on a Yamaha, keep it for a year, you might get 3 for it if you're lucky, if it's in good nick. Yeah, if you spend a couple of grand on a Lex Moto or 1,500 quid for a new, fairly new Lex Moto, you're going to get 500 quid when you flog it anyway. So you're going to be better off.
I mean, you possibly might be the way the second-hand bike prices are going at the moment. You might get your money back. You know. Yeah,
they're going up definitely.
Yeah, so if you bought something second-hand for about what I don't know, $2,000, you might be able to sell it for 175. You know.
Yeah, you won't lose a lot of money on that.
150
I did see your video exit on the
right there. Most of them depreciate. Mm.
Yeah.
Let's face it, most of them are always open throttle all the time, aren't they? Everybody's just riding the damn things as flat out.
As soon as I get on the Mrs. 125, if I've got to look at something, something's got to be done to it, or she said this ain't right, that ain't right. I ragged the hell out of it.
No.
You upset it.
I ride it out, it should be ridden. Ride it like you stole it.
Yeah. And of course, you got this. That was delivered today.
Nice.
Simon trading his GTR in for it. He's finally discovered that his vagina needs
Actually,
something.
I wonder if it's on here. Hang on. No, not them. It's got to be here somewhere. Oh look.
Hey. Oh look, that's bigger than your GTR, isn't
it? That's what I said. I said the fucking thing's bigger at the front than mine.
I'll tell you what, if he ain't kept, you'd nick his screen, wouldn't you?
It's a bit too short for me, that screen. It's a very small one.
Did you take it out for a little symbol?
I did. I took it out round the road. I was completely impressed by its braking ability and how quick it actually moved. The brakes are absolutely phenomenal on it, and it tipped in, it rolled round lovely. I took it round the block a couple of times. Yeah, it was very, very nice.
The pictures you put up before this of your favourite dogging spots.
Yeah.
It's a bit were fine photographs. I recognise them places from Dogging Week.
Yeah, that's where me and you went dogging today, isn't it? Yeah. Don't tell the wives. Right. Anyway, I'd just like to hang on. Let's remove that. We've got a guest. Here he comes. It is Mr. T-Top.
Oh, baby Simon, thank you.
It's foggy. Hey, is it foggy there, Brandon?
It is. You know what it is? It's just the light. I was in a meeting today and I turned the light off and the lighting was fine.
Yeah, oops, hang on.
Have you given your lens a wipe?
I did. Also gave my bum a
with
wipe,
Vaseline.
Yeah. How many cream eggs do you reckon you can fit inside your bum?
How many? Well, how many can get in your
6?
There you go. Then it's your answer.
What about you? You know, it's all about
cream egg.
equality.
Right? I don't like the caramel ones. There's something wrong about them.
Yeah, I've been really inactive, to be honest. And I'll be honest, I'll probably only be on this stream for like the next 12 minutes before Rev starts his. And then I'll probably tune in and have it in the background, but I probably just won't partake.
Rev's not on till 9 o'clock, not 8 o'clock. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, that's cool.
He's out at Witherspoons.
Weatherspoons, eh?
Yeah. He's gone to that well-known pub in Bletchley.
The boring arm.
The boring arms.
you know what he's playing, don't you? They've all got their phones in the middle of the table, right? They've all got the phones in the middle of the table. First person to ring has to pay for the bill. I've heard that story about 12 times. I have.
Right, let's all ring RevBomb.
Sorry, I'm looking this way. I need to move the window over. There we go.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So I saw your digital stuff. You messaged me for your event in August.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It took so long to find someone who would like willingly do it. I mean, I ideally I looked online for people to pay them to do like a leaflet, and they wanted like 30 quid, and I was like, I ain't paying fucking 30 quid. Like there is no way. So someone was like, I'll do it for free, and then I had another person say I'll do it for free, and I was like, oh, let's do it.
Yeah.
So one thing.
Yeah, they look really good. Really good. I'm planning on.
It's clear and it's basic. That's all you need, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't need anything fancy.
No, that's right. That's right. Punters. There's an R in it. But yeah, that's where he is.
He's probably sat again. Thanks, sake.
He's got one of them dodgy keyboards with no R in it.
Yeah.
Sure
it's not a QWERTY, it's a QWETTY. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, now I've got those. I've got those saved. When it comes up nearer the time, I can start putting some stuff up. because they're a digital thing. I can start posting them up here and
Yeah,
there.
I'm actually going to print one of them out. I'm not too sure which one, but I'm going to print one out and just start sticking it around streets and stuff.
Yeah,
littering,
Why not?
but not littering.
Yeah. I mean, bill posters. I mean, he was innocent, weren't he? Bill stickers.
Yeah,
He was
I
innocent.
don't know who that is, but yeah, him, yeah. Probably some guy from like 1930s when you were born.
It's the old joke. Bill stickers will be prosecuted. So anybody posting up posters will be prosecuted, and people used to say, "No, Bill Stickers was always innocent."
Oh, my name's Bill Stickers. Whatever you just said. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And we have the first admission of the night.
Okay, yeah, mate, that's he nailed it, didn't he? I was winding him up the other day. I was saying, like, when you turn up to a bike meeting, you got to try and be center of attention. And I was like, I tried doing that with my exhaust on my bike, and he tried doing it by spending like $4,000 on carbon fiber. Just don't know. We're speaking about how women come to the motorcycle community, and they must get a lot of stick. I know. I don't want to sit here and start a controversial topic about how sexist social media is towards women. You post a video, obviously, a woman gets 500 likes, a man gets 10, right? Yeah. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to just say women must get a lot of hate. Like, there's a few girls that I'm meeting up with, and we're riding to the New Forest, and they've got R6s and R1s. They must get bullied to shit. Can you imagine them turning up to car meets and bike meets, and people don't go over and talk to them, do they? But if you're a guy and you turn up at a bike meet or a car meet, they instantly flock around your bike. I don't know. Maybe it's prejudice. I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong word. But
some of them like it. Some of them don't like it.
I think some people are too shy to talk to women. I mean, I've with the bike groups that I've been in, have always been involved quite a lot of women riders. And
yeah, you ain't too shy to watch them, are you, Howie?
90%.
No. I'm not joking. I mean, I used to run a Hinckley Owners, Triumph Hinckley Owners Club, and we had about 8 or 9 female riders in that. I mean, they were always accepted as well. But there was always that thing, like when they turn, oh, it's a girl. Oh, it's a girl. Oh, look, she looks. Yeah, it's a girl. Go over and talk to her, for Christ's sake. She's the same as you. She's probably interested in all the things regarding bikes that you are. So, why are you afraid to go and talk to her?
I mean, we've never really had that. There's a few like women and ladies that ride in our group. Quite a few actually, isn't there?
Yeah.
And we've actually experienced that. It's really weird that you've experienced that. We don't. We just treat them as people they are.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, but I think it's because it's a male dominant kind of sort of hobby or pastime or whatever. It becomes sort of like I was like saying with like female motor vloggers. If you look at them on there, there's some that I've seen on there haven't been on for long. And you think, Christ, they've only just started up about 6 or 7 months ago, and they're up into the thousands of followers or subs or whatever you want to call them.
Nice bodies.
Yeah, that's why. That's the only reason why. There's one on there. She rides a Harley, and she puts the bloody camera in, but she calls it the boob mount or something like that. And because of this, she gets loads of. I can't think of her name offhand, but there's.
I lost 7 subscribers.
I lost 2 subscribers. Brandon, how many subscribers have you lost? You've lost quite a few, haven't you, already?
Me, if I'm honest, mate, I generally don't really pay much attention to YouTube. I tend to post. I'll reply to maybe the odd comment, and that's it. Really, I'm not heavily invested like Simon or Rev.
No.
Where I mean, it doesn't matter for them about the subscribers, but they may be heavily invested with making sure they're replying to comments because they're getting more than 1 or 2 comments compared to myself, But yeah, I'm not really. I used to be when I was younger. I had a YouTube channel with like 14,000 subscribers on it, and I used to be so anal about it, like, I've just lost 10 subscribers. But now I don't really care.
Yeah, Bunny Hogs, that's the one. Exeter rider, yeah.
Yeah, a friend told him. He didn't know anything about it.
He did. He knew full well who I was talking about.
Number 1 on his subs, look.
He knew.
Watching
Sorry, Andy.
Old Exeter rider was wallpapering. His missus has got him wallpapering, yet he's sitting at home watching bunny hogs.
Yeah.
That's a new word for wallpapering. Apparently, there's a new term for it.
That ZX9R sounds really nice.
They usually do, don't they? They've got a nice buzz to them. Unlike that tractor I was stuck behind today. Oh dear, pain in the arse.
Popping in and
It just couldn't go through that tunnel without rev bombing, could it?
it does sound nice when you give it a things with that Akaprovic, I must admit.
Yeah, it was very nice, very nice. But yeah, so all good fun. What else have we got on the list to do this weekend? Anybody doing anything this weekend?
Washing my bike.
I was going to wash my
Washing
hair.
your bike. Come out Sunday, we're getting dirty again.
No, it's going to be dry Sunday. She's out of the room. She's out of the room, mate, and you're making the most of it. You've clicked off of this and gone on to Pornhub.
Yeah, created some more paste, for the wallpaper.
I bet he's got rolls and rolls of anaglypta that he's got to whack up.
Anaglypta.
Bit of anaglypta. What was that other stuff? That flock or something? What was it called? Flock or something?
Flock wallpaper was always found in the Indian restaurants. Yeah.
It's bloody horrible. That was bloody horrible stuff.
Or stick. Was it? I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, you stand back and the top starts to come down.
Yeah. Flop. Yeah.
No, I stopped using wallpaper years ago. I just basically slap the emulsion on it, walk away. It's never going to come off again.
Anyway, Brandon, you was going to say busy the weekend.
Yeah, no, I'm very good at interrupting. I've been invited. There's a load of girls coming down from London. It's probably about 10 girls on R1s and R6s. So they're going down Portsmouth. They've asked if I wanted to go. Obviously, I'm not going to say no. So I shall be partaking in that.
Nice.
And then we're going from Portsmouth to the New Forest. But that's it. I went to the New Forest last week, and that's kind of what the video that I posted was about. It was like weekly observations, and it was my nan can ride better than most of those people who were on that ride.
Me and Simon did a conversation about that video.
We had a little conversation about that, and I've got to be honest, I would probably not go out with that group again.
Oh, you actually had a conversation about it?
We did. It was brought up in conversation.
More of a concern that
the issue was right. I don't mind that type of riding. You ride however the fuck you want to ride, right?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
The fact that I was 2 up, so I've got the extra weight. I've just accelerated. It's not like my bike's quiet, right? Like I just don't get it. Like and then that van. If you're gonna weave like that in front of a van, like vans are heavy. Like they're heavier than like an average car. What you think about it speeding up, hitting you? You've got no chance.
I purely think it's the inexperience of the learner riders. He pulled out on you. He come out on you, and you went. You had to go up his inside. But then when he pulled in front of the van, he just. I don't know. That was just. I would have had word with the guy personally.
Classic not checking your mirrors, wasn't it? The guy in front.
Yeah.
Didn't see you coming up.
If I'm in a group or leading a group, I'm over my mirrors probably 80 to 90% more than I normally am. Constantly, even if I'm going from Simon, position 1, position 2, position whatever. Even if you're going from the left-hand side of the road and moving over towards the white line, you're in your mirrors. You've just got to watch people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Andy and I have done a lot of group riding, and we've done quite a lot of bikes all at once. And you are more in your mirrors than you normally would be. And every manoeuvre you're making, you're looking for that fucking idiot in your group that's shooting one up the inside round the bend or something. You're looking out for them. So you are over heightened I would say.
I think as well, it comes down to if you say I rode with Simon every single day for like 3 or 4 years, I'd come to realization of how Simon rides. Not
I'm
to
like
the
that
point that I can predict how he's going to ride. I don't know if he's going to overtake a car or not. He might be different.
I ride with Steve, and I mean, I started riding 7 years ago with my best mate Steve, and we ride a lot together. And he knows exactly what I'm going to do and where I'm going to be, and I know exactly what he's going to do, and where he's going to be, and whether he'll go around that car or whether he won't. And we just know each other too well. Like you say, it's the experience of riding together for so long. You know exactly what someone's going to do.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and it's even you don't even have to ride with anybody that regularly. I mean, I've ridden with Andy, we've been abroad together and everything else. I can tell by his body language what he's going to do when he's coming up to a car, and you know, I can tell right.
Indicators are out of question.
Yeah, you don't fucking need them. No, but with what he does and how he rides, I can think right. He's looking for this overtake here. Then I look at the road ahead and I go right. Okay, there's room there. He'll probably go there, so I can then get into gear ready. And as soon as he goes, I can go.
Well, if the road's clear, if I'm doing an overtake and I've got other bikes with me, I will stay out as long as I can. And then when I come in, they know there's a car coming.
Yeah.
It gives them a lot of warning by staying out. So if you're out, you can see around the bend before the bike behind you. If you're still out on that right-hand side, the bike behind you knows it's still clear. But when I'm with like people I ride with quite often, like Stephen, we're on intercom anyway, so you know.
I was going to say to Crumbly, yes, mate, I did have a word. I had a word with the whole group. There was like 13 of them or something like that. Just told them to go fuck themselves, and I wasn't going to ride with them ever again. That's kind of the end of that.
Indian Ian. Good evening, Ian.
Yeah, I'm interested. Who was leading that group, Brandon?
Mate, this is another thing that made my blood boil. So it's some 34-year-old man on a Phaser 600, and he thought he was the dog's bollocks. And then it annoyed me even more because there was a ER6 Kawasaki in front, right? And he was blocking traffic, which, I mean, I'm down to do. I mean, so be it, right? If you're going to do it safely. But he was blocking, then they were overtaking cars, and then they were encouraging bloody 125s to max their bikes out. What do they top at 80? They're doing 80 mile an hour. Their brakes aren't like our brakes.
Some don't even do 80. It
was some bloody retard who was leading it.
I bet the locals are thinking, bloody yobbos.
But that's nothing. Well, what I showed in that video is nothing. I had to kind of refrain from posting another segment. Basically, I didn't go over 30 mile an hour, going from Portsmouth through Southampton up to the New Forest. That way. I didn't go over 30. And my bike was running at 104 degrees. Like, it was so hot. So I was like, the moment I get a straight, I'm going to just fucking go. And we're all on comms. There's like 4 of us on comms. And I'm like, David, do you think they're going to be pissed if I overtake them? I was like, mate, my bike's going to fucking shut down in a minute. So anyway, we got to this straight bit going into the New Forest. I'm like, I'm gone. I was doing like, I don't know, 84 or something in a national. So the national was a 70 anyway, or 60. I think it was a 60. Doing 84. I go to overtake, and that fucking idiot on the YZF makes me go out. You know where you've got the line against the curb, the white line against the curb? I was riding on that, doing 84 mile an hour. I've got my missus like squeezing me to shit. I'm trying to brake, but you get to that point where you're like, if I brake, I'll probably lock up and fuck it. So you just got to go for it.
Do you think that this group have actually like been watching those American YouTube channels where they're just like a free for all, like they're going
like Ride of the Century,
just being like absolute bellends? Do you think that like rubs off on kids in this country? On that road you were on?
I think it does. I genuinely think it does.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that annoyed me is that they're all part of like an MCC, and that's my background. I used to be a president of a motorcycle club, and I'm like, this makes us all look like dog shit. Like, you're riding like that. Like, when you ride in a convoy in a group, you don't overtake. You ride staggered and you ride together.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, prosecuted as one as well.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Will be prosecuted as one. One does something, they can prosecute the group.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful for that. It's like I've done, Simon will know, I've done a lot of rides abroad where I'll take anything up to 12, 13 bikes away. And although everyone is experienced and they're all adults and they're all on their own bikes, you still feel completely 100% responsible for the entire group when you're leading that pack. 100%. Regardless. And Simon will know when he does his advanced riding, 100%, even though you're not really responsible for the people, you're only a witness, you are responsible and you feel responsible. But you know that if your actions cause an accident or one of them to have an accident, you can be held responsible for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, an example for you guys that you guys probably know, when the ABS kicks in, your rear light starts to flicker. And that for me is a huge indication that someone just fucked up. Like if I'm doing 84 in a 60, I know it's a poor choice, but it is what it is. And it's a clear road, and then you choose to move out and potentially hit me, and I'm braking so hard that my rear light's flickering, and I've got people on comms going, shit, what the fuck? My bike's not fucking quiet, end of. It's like 134 dB. Like, it's fucking loud. It's just beyond me. I mean, the CBT needs to be more advanced.
But the thing is you can say your bike can be as loud as you want, but if you're sitting in a car with a stereo blaring, you're not going to hear that bike even if it's parked next to you.
No.
So,
I'll play my music. I wouldn't hear your bike. I don't care how loud it is. I wouldn't hear it. Over the boxer and my pipes and my music, I wouldn't hear your bike.
Oh, mate, a fucking challenge.
Slap down.
Andy, I heard that my dad left you for dust on the Eclipse ride.
Fucking RR, I've got a tractor. What do you expect?
that's like a mini racing an F1 car, isn't it, really? Come on. What do you expect? There'd be more piss taking if Andy had left Blue Rider standing.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, I'll race Boo any day of the week, and it will be for bike, right? So if he wins, he gets my bike, and vice versa. He can pick the day and the time, and I will pick the field.
Racing for pinks.
Yeah, straight across that freshly ploughed field.
Yeah,
any back lane you like, I'll take my tractor and take you on.
Exactly. It's horses, mate. My bike's built for comfort, long distance, 2-up riding, and it will go all day, and it will handle whatever you put at it. Yeah. It's not a sports bike. It ain't no slouch. Don't get me wrong.
No, that's the thing with your bikes, isn't it? Is they're just so torquey.
It's 140 brake, my one, and 108 Newton meters of torque.
Wow, that's pretty good.
But it does weigh 268 kilos wet, but it's all torque.
Is that including with you on the bike or without you on the bike?
No, with me on the bike, it's about 4 ton.
No, this is the massive misconception people have got. They're like, my bike's only 250 kg, but they don't include themselves on the bike. Because that's a massive factor. You've got to think about height and things like that.
Or anything you've got on it. Once you start adding luggage and everything else, that weight keeps going up and up and up. I think mine's 268 wet. Then you add the luggage and the rider and everything else. We're fully loaded with me and the missus on. You could be looking, probably 500 kilos.
Yeah, half a car.
And the bike just handles it, just takes it. It's horses for courses with bikes. I've had nakeds and I've had other bikes.
You've been naked. That must be a sight, surely.
A bit like the MT10, like you've got. You'd say that's a naked bike. It is.
Yeah.
I had an ER6M which was a naked. But obviously now I prefer my adventure bike. Simon's into sports tourers. We're all into our own thing. But mine will give any bike a run for the money in the twisters.
Yeah.
Straight line, it'll probably do 140 mile an hour and then it will give up. But that's enough for me.
That's enough for anyone, isn't it? I mean, anything for me, anything past 130, it feels like my head's being ripped off.
130, I'll still
naked bike, isn't you? So yeah.
But yeah, I was going to answer Boo Rider. Yeah, I know Joe's got a ride She wanted it on. She wanted to go to On Your Bike on Sunday, but it's not open. So I told her we've got an On Your Bike ride on Saturday. So yeah, she's going Sunday to H.
I'll have one of them as well, Ghost Eagle. Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys. Hit some
How many you
likes.
got?
I haven't hit any likes yet.
Come on, hit the like button. There you go. Otherwise,
I'm
we're all
gonna,
going to sit here silently.
I'm going to have to jump off for 10 minutes while we relocate to the lounge area.
No worries, mate. No worries, mate.
Oh, is she getting cold? Is she? She's a little
No,
powder on
she
your.
has to get up, she has to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning while you're still snoring your balls off. So she's a bit early.
You went all quiet then.
We're going to leave the bar.
Yeah.
And I've got to say goodnight to Sid. Sid.
Sid.
It's got almost
The reason I've got Sid is because if I'm up the bar on my own, I don't want to be Billy No Mate, so she can tell everyone I'm up the bar with Sid.
Yeah.
Wow, mate, you got it all there, haven't you? What is that? Is that the back of your garden?
Andy, did you not take the Christmas lights down?
That's my pub at the top of the garden. If you go onto my channel and have a look at my garden one, it's a walk round of the pub and whatever. Yeah.
Wow. I
Did you
don't know
not
how
take
she
your
let you have that.
Christmas lights down, Andy?
You what, mate?
Do you not take
I
your
don't know how she let you
Christmas
have
lights
that.
down?
Oh, sorry, I'm interrupting again. Oh, mate, look at that. That's good there. That's what we need, mate. Jesus
That
Christ.
is cool, isn't it?
What was that, Howie?
Did you not take your Christmas lights down?
No, mate. No, because Christmas every day here, mate.
They're to attract the fairies. That's what they're for.
You want to see the garden light up at night? I've got futon lights that run all the way around the garden, so it'll run from the bottom, all 105 feet, all the way around, all the way across, and all the way back down again. And we're
Now,
sort
come
of
on, Andy. Andy, Luton Airport have told you to take them down twice.
Yeah,
They think it's a flight path. Yeah.
But yeah, that's proper, isn't it?
it's nice. I do like it. It's
An escape. You know? We come up here and it's like you've left the house. You're not sort of stuck indoors.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Although you're still sort of like 100 foot up your garden, you are away from it all. It's really weird. It's nice. It makes a change of scenery. It's nice to get out and we can play. The thing is, this is all insulated and whatever else up here. We can play really loud music. We don't really annoy anyone because we're in the middle of everyone's gardens.
all right.
I mean, so if you're in a house and you play music, the most annoying thing isn't the music; it's the vibration, the sound coming through the wall. Yeah. If we're up here doing, you don't notice it. You get 50 feet down the garden, you can't even hear it.
That's it, mate. Sex in the pub, isn't it? Fuck you know.
Turn the light off. I mean, we are overlooked by 3 or 4
houses. Why would you turn the light off? What are you doing? Why would you turn the light off during sex? What the fuck are you doing?
Have you seen Andy naked? You're going to want the light off.
It's true. Yeah. No way she's doing it with the light off.
Stag's head on the wall. Is that one you hunted there, Andy?
What's that, mate?
That stag's head on the wall. Is that one you shot?
Yeah, killed it dead.
Good man.
£10 worth of shot, wasn't it?
It's running at quite a speed.
It's got a monocle and all that.
The one on the left is the one he hunted down.
Ooh.
Mate, we've been together, Brandon, longer than you've been alive.
I know, mate. Probably.
It's bad, isn't it?
Well, you're what? You're mid-60s, aren't you? So
mid-60s. That's Simon's age.
Simon's a fuck, mate. No one's as old as Simon.
Simon's just had a birthday cake, right? And they thought Chernobyl had gone up again when he lit the candles.
I'll tell you what, they needed to turn the heating off in that fucking restaurant. It got very warm.
I can. Where we get a bit of mood light in here.
Look at Boo's comment. I just fucking.
He was talking.
I like that one as well. Ghost Eagle.
I don't
So
know
you're
what they're
going to
going to do.
bugger off to the living room then?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I think when they put, we're sort of locked in on our like price promise. We've been locked in since last year. We're locked in till June, so our gas and electric ain't gone up yet. And we've worked this out. I think the bar costs with the fridges and everything else. It costs about £8 a week to run. So this is going to go up to like 30 quid a frigging week just to run the bar. You know what?
You can always sell a kidney.
I'll just try and feed the kids and I'll walk to fucking work. I'm not turning my bar off. Bollocks. When you're gardening and you sort of like you're mowing your lawn, you get halfway up, you think, fuck it, the pub's there. So you sort of like leave the garden half done and just call it. But she is the motor stop and it doesn't start again after sort of like an average 2 or 3 minutes for emptying the basket. She knows what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting up.
Oh.
I've got a pub garden built next to
Fucking
it.
pub's open again, isn't it? Yeah.
I built a little pub garden for it, so I'll be sitting there with a beer. Just like thinking I'll finish it off in a minute.
Excellent.
It's like the halfway house. That's what I should have called it. A halfway house.
No, dog's dangles work well. So.
Yeah, I'll decide I shut the time. So yeah, but no, it's all right. How long we got? We got a quarter of an hour. Well, after 45 minutes before RevBomb comes on. What we'll do is when he starts his channel, no one go on it. We'll all hide. That's the part.
Dog's Dangles Bar and Grill. There you go. He's even got his own rusty sheriff's badge. Look at that.
Yeah, perfect.
What about you, Howie? What are you up to the weekend?
Nothing, mate.
It's coming round the pub. Don't say it. Guys, I'm going to be back in about 15.
All right, see you in a minute.
See you in a
See you in a
bit.
minute.
Hey guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Kel.
Bye.
Yeah, I got nothing on really. I was hoping to get out, but no, just at the moment I reckon I'm coming down with something. My eyes are feeling a bit sort of sore and stuff like that, and my blood pressure's still up. So I don't really want to trust myself on the bike at the moment.
Tennis elbow.
Yeah. You don't reckon as it's the first day of spring we've had this week, that's your hay fever kicking in already, do you?
Shit, I hope not. I've never suffered from hay fever in my life until, well, I haven't suffered from it. No, I just think I'm going down with something. And yeah, I mean, I was getting blood pressure readings of 100 and 180 plus over the last month or so. And I just thought, well, if I do go out, I don't want to chance it. Get a TIA or something like that. It's just not fucking worth it.
No,
So,
it's not. It's not pleasant.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep it down. So once it gets down, we're getting there. We're around about 140 now. So once I get it under 140, I'll be happier with that out of the woodwork sort of thing. So
are you a bit of a physician heal thyself, pretty much as I am as well?
Yeah, God, I hate going to see the GPs. Half of them. When I went down there, the nurse took my blood pressure and it was 210 over 115. And she said, your blood pressure's a bit high. I said, yeah, you know, shit sort of thing. She said,
What happens when you stick fingers in my bum for that prostate exam? So what happens when you stick fingers in my bum for that prostate exam? My blood pressure would be 210 over as well.
Is there any room for your prostate with all those bloody Cadbury's cream eggs up your ass? Yeah, anyway, she said to get to the doctor, and the doctor never even bothered come out and do a face-to-face. So that's the confidence I have when we're bloody NHS practice.
I remember.
Yeah, I don't bother.
I changed doctors many years ago, and that's when I still worked in the service. And because we'd moved house, we had a little housewarming party, a couple of bottles of wine, and everything else. And my visit with the doctors was the next day, so I've gone down there for a checkup, and they've stuck the blood pressure on me, and they went, "Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear." I said, "Is it a bit high?" I went, "Well, I don't want to worry you, but yes, it is very, very high." I went, "Yes, it's normally." Told them what it normally is, and they looked at me all confused, and I said, and that'll be due to the 2 bottles of wine and the Sambuca chasers I was doing last night.
What sort of blood pressure do you normally run at then, Si?
I normally got about 120/80. I'm quite.
That's cool. That's not bad for you.
I'm quite good. I'm quite good.
That's only in the last couple of years mine shot up. I mean, I used to be about 130, 120, 130.
But my resting pulse was always between 55 and 58, which is slow. In fact, they used to say to me, like, they always wanted to give me atropine.
Your broad
And I said, don't do that, it'll give me a headache. Yeah.
You haven't got
Been
a
there,
pendle
done
branch block, have you, at all, or anything like that?
No.
No, that's good.
No. I did a lot of sport and swimming and things when I was younger, and I think that's just give me a very slow resting heart rate. My heart rate goes up very quickly when I start exercising, but as soon as I stop, it does come down very quickly as well. So, or it did when I was checking it. But my blood pressure's always been around the 120/80 mark. I've still got my old Spig here and that I used to play with. So.
Oh, I got mine. It's always on the bloody desk, mate. I got me Spig.
Oh, that thing. Oh no, I've got one of the old-fashioned ones where you got to pump
the Mercury U-bend.
Yeah. No, I've got one of the old-fashioned ones. They're good fun.
No, I got to lose weight as well. I'm about 3 stone overweight, so I've got to shed that. That'll help it. Cut out the salt as well, so that should bring it down.
Salt, sugar, Cadbury's cream eggs.
Cadbury's cream egg is just a treat on a Friday night, mate. That's what it is. It's a special arrangement I have with Cadbury's.
With Cadbury's, obviously, yeah.
Where's Brandon gone? He's got a picture of his boyfriend up, and he's bugging
That's
off.
his dad.
Is his dad? Well, there you go. Oh.
Well, not long now. I'm sure RevBomb's on his way home from the pub. So.
Yeah, I do have a few plans to get out and do some stuff. I'm getting some ideas to do some videos and stuff.
I went out and did a video today, which I'll be posting up over the weekend. But while I was out, I actually I got inspiration for another video as I was following a tractor through the country lane. So I shall be posting that
come
one.
Down to Somerset, mate. When you come down to Somerset, I'll introduce you to the tractor convoys down this part of the world, mate. It's bloody brilliant. You can make as many videos as you want about the agriculture.
No, the tractor I was stuck behind was a GS 1250.
Yeah, no, we got the rush hour down here in the West Country. It's bloody brilliant. The old turnip wagon comes past. Nurse took my blood pressure, so I know she's touching me.
Yeah, how dare they be young and attractive when they're doing those sort of things? It's going to be up, isn't it?
It's terrible. It can send a man send you
all unnecessary.
Change your vitals in all sorts of directions, can't it? Christ.
Yeah. It'll make it all very unnecessary. But no, so hopefully you'll get out on the bike a bit. So I went out, we met up with Andy today, and then I did a little video which I'll be posting up the weekend. Followed him back to Emil and did another. Got inspiration for another video for that as well, so I should be posting that one up over the weekend as well. And on Sunday, BBN, Beds, Bucks and Northants Advanced Motorcycle Group have their first social ride of the year, so I am duty bound to attend that on Sunday. As I'm one of the officers, I should really go. Apparently I'm the communications officer. And Nick, I know who does watch. Nick, evening. God bless him. He put a little post up. It's this fuel. It's not a crisis. The cost of fuel lately. What's that he's put? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Andy. Well, I forgot what I was going to say now. Where was I?
Oh, you were saying, do you know, I've forgotten as well.
Oh, well, it weren't important. Andy put me off. Right, sod.
Yeah, no, I might get out tomorrow. I might actually make an effort. My mate of mine who lives over, we got out last weekend, and I got a bit envious of him. So, but I must really make some sort of effort to do something.
Nick's money, that's it. Nick put a post up. He volunteers as a blood biker. Now he does this voluntary out of his own pocket, and it is costing him 40 quid a week in fuel just to volunteer as a blood biker. Yeah. And I thought that is absolutely outrageous. The amount it's costing somebody to give up their own. they're not only giving up their own time, it's their own money as well.
I've
I think
always,
that's
I've always
absolutely
thought that they should get payment for it. I mean, I'm probably like yourself. It's like the blood transfusion service back in our old
yeah.
authority. They didn't pay the drivers.
No.
They were all done voluntary, and I reckon they should always pay them. And that's
Yeah.
something that they get a buckshy bloody service from, and they should pay it. But yeah, blood bikers, great. I mean, but they should give something back. It would normally cost them to hire a taxi and take someone's slippers home because they forgot them. Why not? And they usually bung them on a blood bike. No, joking when I say that.
The blood bikers at least cover the cost of their fuel, especially at the moment. I'd say at least cover the cost of their fuel.
Absolutely. That's why I talk about the air ambulance. I mean, when a paramedic gets succumbed on to go into air ambulance, he doesn't get paid by the authority. That comes out of the collection pot you find in garages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But people don't know that. I mean, they always think that the authority is going to be paying that paramedic his wage. It doesn't. It comes out of the donations for their air ambulance.
The government give no money towards them at all.
No.
None at all. It is all run purely on donations.
All run on charity.
Yeah. Which is why the air ambulance for us, I think, covers your area as well.
What, Somerset?
Yeah, Thames Valley. I think it goes right the way down that way as well.
Now we got them at Bristol and Avon.
Right. Okay. Yeah. We're the next one up. We're the next one up. Thames Valley.
Gloucester. You would have had my old authority. You'd have had Oxford and Hampshire.
Yeah. That's probably what I meant. But yeah, I mean, I've got a monthly subscription to them, and I'll give them money every month, just what I can afford. Because I think it's a worthwhile thing, and I think they do a fantastic job, and people don't realise it is all free.
Yeah, they should become part of the authority. They put more money into it. It would be, not say it isn't better equipped, but they could keep the thing running with a bit more, because there's always been threats like, we could lose this facility to have air ambulance or air support and stuff like that. There's always that threat because people aren't putting into the pot. And if they had some sort of money coming from government for it, it would make it a lot safer. Hey, Andy's back then. You stop talking.
Andy's back. He's relocated now. He's relocated.
It's warmer up the pub than it is in this house.
And you've got an echo now as well.
Have I? I don't know where that come from.
I don't know. Seems to have gone now.
Huh?
It seems to have gone there anyway. Yeah. White Riker, £5 a month to Hampshire and Isle of Wight air ambulances. I think we all do, or many of us do. But, oh, I thought I froze up then. No. So anyway, he's paying 40 quid a week just to fill his bike up to run blood around voluntarily. I mean, it's crazy. I think they should cover that. But again, it's something that's not funded again. So,
it's like it's always amazed me, but obviously the blood bikers, they're all volunteers and what a great job they do. But it's also the RNLI. That's all funded, private, and you're just like, it's what would we do without them if it saves one life? Yeah.
Or do you think it's because it is funded and it functions, the government won't do anything? They're not forced to.
That's probably it, mate. To be honest,
they're not forced to. They don't need to do it, so they're not going to
pay for their second homes and their third homes and their expenses and everything else, didn't they?
And a suitcase of prosecco for the Christmas meeting,
to save a life. It's a joke.
No,
there you go. I mean, we are lucky in this country, really, with what we have. If you look at other countries, we're all sitting safe in our homes at the moment, talking rubbish on here. You've only got to look at other countries, especially Ukraine and that in a minute. They're sitting in tunnels petrified for their kids' lives at the moment. So we are lucky, but it's hard to say, isn't it? I mean, we get used to the way of life that we live, and we live in relatively safety. So we gripe about, obviously, 40 quid for a bit of fuel and this, that, and the other, but on the grand scheme of things, obviously, it's not affecting us as such, other than prices going up. On the grand scheme of things, we're lucky, but
well, we are.
like you say, I think it's purely because it is funded and always has been funded by charity, that the government just don't care, or not don't care, but don't see the need to budget for that if it's managed for so long about it.
Yeah, that's
And
it, exactly.
would they be better off government funded, or are they better off relying on charity donations? You know what I mean? Could they go and have both? Could the government?
I think they're better off on charity donations until the charity donations run out.
Well, that's it. And the thing is, people are being squeezed now.
Charity is not going to be donated to, because people are going to be looking to put their money back into their own.
Yeah, bang on. I mean, cost of living. I reckon cost of living is going to probably double for pretty much everybody by the end of the year. Fuel, with petrol, with heating costs, with food bill rises and everything else. They say the price of wheat alone has gone up something like 40-odd%. So everything that's got wheat in it is going to go up by 40%.
Which is nearly everything. Yeah.
Which is nearly everything. Everything you eat. So and obviously people ain't going to be able to afford to give to charities as much as they usually do. So who knows?
No, they don't care. No, I don't think it's they don't care, or just they don't see the need to have to do anything. So there you go.
But yeah, you're right. Most are millionaires, and they don't have to worry where the next penny's coming from. That's the problem.
No. They've got a wall down the local hospital at Taunton. It's just outside the WI, or the League of Friends. And it's got up there a list of all the equipment that they've brought for the hospital, all the monitors, baby equipment, resuscitation stuff. And it's all listed up on there. You think, Christ, I mean, how the hell? That's all through donations that the League of Friends have done for their cafe. You'd be surprised at how much equipment that the NHS don't get funded for from the government. It really is amazing.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me.
Stuff as well, like respirators and defibs and stuff like that. Most of these defibs that you see on village halls, they all come from charity donations and fundraisers and that sort of stuff. It's not.
I'm going to shoot, guys. So I'll see you guys in the stream or whatever. But I just have it playing in the background.
All right.
Thanks for popping in, Brandon. It's nice to see you in adult clothing.
See ya.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
Enjoy those cream eggs, Howie.
Oh God, yeah.
I've got 6 more waiting for you.
Do you want to borrow about 9 of them or so? Or...
From what I hear, they'll fit.
I'm like a chicken.
Hang on.
That's starting at 7 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, we've put the world to rights, discussed everything. Poor RevBomb's got that. Unless he's got plenty to come up with.
We've got nothing to talk about tonight.
There's going to be nothing to talk about tonight, is it? No, he might as well just get pissed and play music.
He wants to talk about the Sinis mopeds and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, perhaps. I mean, there's probably plenty of news on that. I haven't really followed much of the news this week. But I'm going to just quickly go back to the Ukraine thing, because Tracy and I were obviously watching the news before we started the live streaming that tonight, and it was the story of this guy who was in a car talking to his sister who's in the car in front, and they had obviously it was her husband and 2 kids in the car, and they're all dead now, and they stopped at a Russian checkpoint. And that really it was I don't know.
We've been watching like wars on the news all the way from from my generation, probably from sort of Iraq, from the Falklands all the way through to modern day. And I don't know what it is about this Ukraine, what's gone on obviously with Russia and Ukraine, but this one's really fucking hitting home for me, and it's really pissing me off. All the other wars, you think about Iraq, you think about Afghanistan, you sort of brush them off, and now you look at these being invaded. Literally, it's just like, you just think fuckers, and it's just so annoying. And you just think, why ain't the Western world calling this gits bluff and going, right, you know what, you want some of it, have some of it. Because I don't think he's got the balls to push the button. I don't think his commanders have got the balls to push the button. And I just think the only way to deal with this little dictator is to get over there and kick his ass. But what's it going to take for NATO to get involved? Because once he's gone through Ukraine, he's not going to stop at Ukraine. He's then bordering Moldova, he's bordering Poland, and I don't think he's going to stop.
NATO aren't going to get involved because, unfortunately, Ukraine didn't get all the votes to join NATO, did they? They're an outside.
And I understand that, but I just don't think that this guy is going to stop until he's leveled pretty much every city in fucking Ukraine, and got the leadership out, because that's all he wants. He wants the leadership out. He wants to put his own leadership in there, so he ain't got to fear Ukraine becoming part of Europe or NATO country.
Yeah.
And he ain't going to stop. Where is it? What difference does that make? If he don't want Ukraine, which is bordering his country, becoming part of NATO or becoming part of Europe, what's he going to do when he takes Ukraine? He is then in charge of Ukraine, which borders NATO and Europe.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. I don't think he's going to stop.
No, I think you're right, but unfortunately, we can't do anything about that. So
We can't.
we got to sit back and wait.
It's sickening when you see you're looking on telly, and you know these kids are in school 1 minute, you know, and they're in their hospitals and having cancer care and everything else, and the next minute, you know, they're having to run down into bomb shelters because their houses are being blown to shit.
Yeah.
How? They're not terrorists. You know, they've not gone over and picked on someone else's country. They're not deciding that they're going to go and invade their neighboring country and take all their oil. They're not sending Taliban, and they're not training to blow up people in other countries. You know, they're just going around their daily business like what you and I do every day. You know, they're getting on the bus, they're going to work, they're getting on the tube, they're going to work, they're doing whatever, they're sending their kids to school. And then Putin decides, you know what, I'm going to go in there and blow you to shit.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing about it, is that these people are so similar to us. I mean, Ukraine's quite a peaceful nation. I know a couple of people who come from the area, not personally, but I've met them in the worked in town, and they're friendly people. They're not, you know, and it's only 2 hours away on a flight from here that you could say. So it's on your door. You look at it, it's on your doorstep. But the likes of our government aren't willing to step up to the plate or anything like that, and everyone's just too scared because they think that's going to be the acceleration that starts World War III.
Yeah,
and nobody wants to get blamed for that. And when you see some of the, not saying the propaganda, but some of these stories coming out of Russia, that there's some millionaire businessman has got a hit on Putin, and the people on this convoy, this 40-mile long convoy, they're all confused because they thought they were on a training exercise. Half of them are rebelling. There's no fuel. He hasn't really worked out the logistics to do the invasion. It was all sort of like a bit sort of in the air, and you kind of like wonder who's telling the bloody truth or not, you know. But the short of it is, he's moved into a country that was quite peaceful, that weren't really causing a problem.
No,
to be
come
honest.
unstuck. He thought he was going to walk in there and they were going to roll over, and he's come unstuck.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, but they've been resilient.
And I don't know. Like you say, it's on our doorstep as well. And you know, Russians ain't built no friends. He's a dictator at the end of the day. But what makes you laugh is that they're building up this evidence now where they want to do it for war crimes, or they want to, you know, investigate the war crimes that might be taking place. Are they going to do anything about it? Are they going to go into Russia and go, "You're Nick, mate, come with us"? You know, they ain't going to do nothing. What's the point? What's the point? That's enough on that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Who started all that?
That was you.
No, it's a hard one, isn't it? I mean, you just don't know. I mean, they can quite easily turn around and say, I mean, obviously he's attacked tower blocks and he's hit with cruise missiles, but we're just as guilty. The Americans are just as guilty as hitting innocence and collateral damage, as they call it. But I think Putin's actually targeting them to level it. This is a World War II tactic. Let's level the city.
Yeah.
I think even after this, even if they get peace talks and it's all going to come to some sort of, I don't know, peace deal, I think the Ukrainians are just going to rise up against Russian, and there's going to be lots of, a bit like sort of, I don't know, guerrilla warfare and stuff. A bit like Northern Ireland kind of thing.
You can take the ground and you can win the battles, but you're not going to take the minds and the hearts of the people. They're just not going to give up.
No.
They're just not going to give up. It's just going to be a resistance there constantly. So I don't know what he expects to achieve. I think he's come unstuck. He thought he was going to walk in there unopposed, take over the regime, and that's the end of it. And then let his people run it. And he's come unstuck.
It was like that story about him shelling the nuclear power plant. I mean, what the hell? That's for just a safety factor of your own troops. You don't shell somewhere that's going to cause radiation poisoning for you. If you're invading the army,
they started attacking it, and I think they actually overtook it this morning, and they now control it, don't they? So
yeah. But even so, I mean, that could have started something quite serious off, couldn't it? Really, let's face it.
Yeah, could have done. Yeah, I think someone said Boris got a phone call at 1 o'clock this morning while he was in bed from the Ukraine president saying, we've got a bit of a problem with one of our nuclear power plants.
Yeah, I don't see that fucking bastard get out of bed, I'll tell you.
What I don't get about is if for instance, obviously, like we all know Chernobyl, whatever, this thing's 10 times bigger. If, for instance, it did melt down and the reactor did go off, Russia have more to lose than we do. They're a neighbouring country. The wind's blowing the wrong way. Bye, Russia.
They're fucked, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why they even thought it was a good idea to point bullets and bombs in that direction and go, I know what, we'll shoot them.
Yeah, I don't know. But they actually showed some video of that this morning. It was quite fucking shocking to see a nuclear power plant on fire with explosions going off. And you can see the tracer rounds going across the screen.
It was an administration building, wasn't it? That was on fire, which makes you think. Obviously, and they said that 3 Ukrainian soldiers died. I wonder if they were actually firing out of that building at the Russians for the Russians to retaliate and fire at that building. I mean, there are two sides. Don't get me wrong; it's wrong what he's saying. But the chances are they were shooting at them and they were shooting at each other, and they thought, you know what, fuck it, we just blow it up.
Yeah. We use was it the American tactics to take out a sniper, weren't it? Carpet bomb the city,
Throw the crap out of it.
We've got an Afghan with probably a $200 AK-47. So what we do is we'll send this £60,000 missile into him, and that'll sort him out.
Yeah. But bless him, MT Belly can straighten his arm now. Things are on the move. Well done, mate.
Is he talking about his vest?
More videos of the Michigan touring.
Yes, we want to see more of that Michigan out and about around town. You're back on your bike soon. I hope so. MT Belly.
Much you can milk it for the missus. That's what I say.
Yeah, he just wants Tina looking after him.
My missus knows a lie before I even think about it.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing, as well. People heading over that way to try and help out the Ukrainian army.
But that's what they're saying, isn't it? They're saying that they can, under our laws, if they go out there to do that, they can be prosecuted for it.
I think you can be prosecuted for it if you've had no military training. But if you turn up at the border and you've had military training, then they can give you a rifle and you can get stuck in.
Because there was on the news earlier, this British guy and his missus, and his missus and kid got out, but they stopped him at the border because of his age and said, "No, you've got to go back and fight."
Yeah, so they're conscripting. Yeah, was it conscripting? They call it something like that.
Yeah, between the ages of 18 and 60 have to stay there if they're male and fight. So that I'd rather give 50 women with PMS a rifle, right, than 50 geezers that couldn't give a toss.
Well, they'd fucking do the business, wouldn't they?
Of course they would. They'd just go in there and obliterate every geezer, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I'm sure the bike will be fine. You came off worse on that MT, trust me.
How is the bike empty? Have you got is the bike repaired? Whatever damage was done, is it sorted? Or
I think he said, didn't he? He said there weren't that much damage to the bike. I think the panniers saved a lot of it.
Yeah. That's just a story to tell, isn't it?
Yeah. Little scars, little nicks and nooks, and little scars for his bike. Little story to tell. Something to impress the ladies with down the bar. Or at the biker cafe. He's with his Michigan's park there next to a BMW GS. It says, "Here, look at this. I've got this in Nam. Yeah, Tottenham."
Hello. Look who's turned up. Look. Right, everybody hide.
Oh yeah, here he is. That
Hide, everyone, hide.
quick.
Hide.
Everybody hide. We're not here.
Is he gone yet? Is he gone yet?
hang on.
Evening all.
Good evening, RB.
You've got a face like a beetroot. How much have you been drinking?
A couple. I had a couple. Or a few.
Yeah, it's RevBomb's to fall asleep during his stream tonight, not mine. So.
Exactly. I got in tonight and I said to her, she went, "How was it?" I went, "Yeah, I had a good session." She went, "Oh, brilliant. How was it?" I went, "Yeah, it was all good. She went, "Oh, there's coffees on the side." "Oh, brilliant." So she's made me some, I left you some plastic coffees on the side. Well, I've just put the coffee in my cup, added milk and sugar and found out it was Bovril.
Hey!
Oh,
She done you up like a kipper.
Yeah. So I've got a cup of coffee now. How's it been?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been interesting. We put the world to right. We've sorted everything out. We've discussed everything that can be discussed.
there's not much left for you to talk about. Yeah.
All right. So we've covered the Russian subject then.
Yeah, that's done.
Have you seen? I've been following this guy. Some guy's riding around Ukraine on a GS. He started it up. He's only been on. I'm gonna have to find the channel because it popped up on my stream. But things to watch. But he's riding around riding around Ukraine on a GS, and he's going, "Oh, tank! Oh, building, car, soldiers." And he's riding along, and this building just explodes in front of him, and all these mortars are going on, and he buggers off down the other lane. He's put it up on YouTube. He's had 250,000 views in 5 days.
250,000.
He's not Teapot One.
Yeah, he's banging it. That's what I thought, Teapot One. But yeah, he's banging out the views. So I think
we've got to do then, don't we? We've all got to fuck off to Ukraine and ride around on our bikes.
Yeah. Just think, Andy, you'd get 200 viewers.
I'll tell you what, if you were a woman and you had a bit of cleavage showing, million easy.
Yeah.
That
in the first week.
And if you could do yoga on the back of a bike, 4 million.
Yeah.
Only downward dog position. Only downward dog.
I had one pop up. Oh God, some woman. That woman keeps popping up in my feed on that bike garage.
Serves you right.
You've done it too many times. That is.
Yeah. Oh God.
Watching it.
It wasn't the best thing to watch. Put it that way. I think we should all get a GoFundMe page to put some heating in her garage because she looks very cold all the time.
No, we should
spend a lot of money on cream to make it look like that.
Somewhere to hang your coat.
Yeah, but it was a good night. It was obviously Taylor's last weekend with us, so he's off to pastures new to run his own company.
Cool.
But the good news is he's in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week to spray the GTR.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so the GTR is going silver and green. He did send me the colour. He said, "I found the perfect colour for you." Because I did say to him, I don't want a dark Kawasaki green. I wanted something like a light
green and silver GTR.
Well, the colour he's doing, we managed to find it on Triumph. So it is going to be. Oh, I've got my green screen. Oh, let me take my green screen off a second. Hang on. Let me go into my settings, virtual background. Let me take Right, let it reset itself. There we go. No, why has my bloody green screen kicked in?
He's washing here, green screen.
There's too much Bovril, that is.
There we go. No background, no Bovril. Right, there we go. So that is the colour that we're going to do it in. Candy lime green.
Looks yellow to me.
It looks a lot. It looks a lot darker.
Go The old
When you
Tigers
look-
used to be that colour, didn't they? Triumph.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with the candy green on the panniers, the intake vents, and the mirrors. Just a little bit of green on it. Combat green, combat green. No thanks. I don't want the Russians mistaking it for something else. It looks. It is a green. It's the Triumph green. It's the candy green they call it. But we shall see. And I've also put the short screen on it now as well.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that picture. It looked pretty good, actually.
It's thick as hell. It's 8mm screen on that.
Wow.
It's a bloody heavy screen, but yeah, it looks good on it. So if anybody wants a touring screen, I've got one up. You're quite welcome to it. So if you want a spare screen,
5 mil, ain't they? 4 or 5 mil? 4 mil?
I think the standard one is 5mm. This one's 8. It's thick as hell. It's massive.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks the part. Looks good anyway.
We took delivery today of my son's new bike, and here it is parked next to mine.
It's bigger than Simon's.
Oh,
It looks bigger than the GTR.
blimey! What's he
That's
got?
that's the Kawasaki J125.
Blimey, that's a bit of a kit, isn't it?
It is. I took it out today, and I'll tell you what, it pulls away quite nipply, but the brakes on it, oh my God, they're really good. I was well impressed with the braking ability of it, but yeah, it does the business. He likes it.
That'll keep him going for a while then.
Yeah. So the Vespa is up for sale now.
Mm.
If anybody's interested.
There we go. Facebook.
You buy it, Si.
I'll tell you what, I would love to buy it, and I would completely refurbish it, respray it, and I would put all my little mod bits on it and everything else, and it would be a great little project for me. But Tracy will go mental at me, so.
Yeah, but should I be mad for a day?
You don't know Tracy very well, do you? She's still mad at me for something I did in 1982.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Every day, yeah.
Oh, bro.
What are you? You were on about getting a cruiser, weren't you? Is that happening still?
It's still in process. I'm thinking, you know what? The one I want, I'm never going to get because they are rarer than rocking horse teeth. Rocking horse shit, whatever. Yeah, they really are rare. So I'm thinking I'm not going to get one of them. So the next best thing for me to do would be to get a much newer GTR and just stick with the 2 GTRs. Then I've got one I can run around and do everything on, and I've got a nice, comfortable, fresh, clean, low mileage one when I want to go away on holiday and things. So yeah,
I would do it with wife's, but she won't have it. I was going to have one for washing, cooking, and cleaning, and one for riding around on.
Well, so what advice was I given by my granddad? He said, "You're going to find a woman one day, and she's got to be. There's 3 things you're looking for. She's got to be an absolute cook in the kitchen, perfect cook in the kitchen." And he used to say she needs to be a maid in the parlour. She really needs to keep the cleaning and everything done. Really do that. And then thirdly, she's got to be an absolute slut in the bedroom. And I thought, I said to him, what happens if you can't find this woman? He said, find one of each. Just make sure they don't ever meet each other. What happened? I met Tracy. She's all 3.
My missus is 2 of those, so yeah.
Good cook and cleaner.
Good cook and a cleaner, yeah. Yeah, my missus gave up cleaning and cooking years ago.
My missus can't cook for shit.
She still leaves me to do the cooking at night. I don't know how she got into that. So
you're her bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Did anybody see? No, I haven't looked at it yet. So that's that is one on my to-do list as well.
Yeah, mine as well. It's on my to-watch list, so I shall be catching up on that with Hells later, no doubt.
I must have had about 10 or 15 videos pop up. I've managed to get through about 8, I think, today.
But so I've got I've put I'll put nothing up for a couple of weeks now, so I will be doing those 2 videos from today at some point over the weekend.
Yeah. I am still trying to edit the Super Sausage run from Sunday because my drift, I put a new drift on the helmet, it dumped the audio and corrupted the video.
Excellent.
Yeah,
because I lost all the video on the way. For some reason, instead of pushing record, I pushed mode. And obviously, when the camera's mounted here, you can't see what mode it's in. And but I think by the time I actually got it sorted, I was recording 90 degrees the other way. So yeah, I lost most of the video on the way home of mine. I put up what I had, but that was it.
Well, I called Drift on the Monday and said to him, I said, I've got this brand new mic on it. I've got the extension on it, the USB bit, all bought from Drift. Why has it done that? She went, oh, which one is it? I said, well, one's a Drift, the Ghost X's. She went, oh yeah, but the Ghost X and the XL were prone for corrupting their footage. It was a bug on the software. Oh, thanks very much. Have you done the firmware upgrade? And I went, you can do an upgrade? Yeah. You plug your camera into your computer, download the software and do the upgrade.
Yeah. I've just bought the new Drift XL and that's turning up tomorrow. And they were saying it corrupts the sound. When on those, you've got one touch recording, which means you can push the button and it will switch itself on and start recording straight away. And that's where the problem is with them cameras. If you actually switch it on, leave it on, and then just push it on and off when you want to record, you don't get the corrupt audio files.
Well, if you go into the settings on them, what I've done is you go into the settings and you actually disable one touch recording, and then you won't have any problems with it.
That's what I'm doing. You won't have any problems there.
Well, I gave up, threw it away, and put me old Ghost S. So I've taken the old camera off the old helmet and put it on my new one. So I've got back to the Ghost S again.
Yeah, old faithful.
Yeah, good old faithful. It's hit the road 4 times and it still works. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as I say. No. But I've got me the Piaggio video to put up because we took that for MOT on Thursday. Bloody thing. Yeah, 2 wheels at the front, and God, it's skittish.
Yeah.
Did not like
unnerving. They're unnerving to ride, aren't they? They're very unnerving.
Yeah.
But apparently they're better to ride because there's less chance of the front slipping and wiping out.
Yeah, that's the only decent thing. It does corner well, but on slow speeds, it is skittish when you're sort of bouncing around on one wheel and not the other.
Okay.
There is a few comments about, oh God, I can imagine what the Yamaha Nikon's like as well then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ain't a bad little thing. Right, I'm going to jump out of here and jump across to my one, mate.
Right, okay, yeah. Well, we're going to close this one up there and say goodnight, and we're all going to jump across to RevBomb's channel down the bottom. And don't forget, everybody, bring your music, bring your filthy pictures.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get him a couple of strikes tonight.
Why not? See you guys in a minute.
The ladies fighting in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah. We shall do that. Well, I say he's going to be live in a couple of minutes. Thank you ever so much for joining us, guys, and doing this early live. And we'll jump across the RevBomb screen, live stream, and we'll talk to him in a bit. Thank you, guys. See you shortly.
See you later.
Keep it rubber tied down.